Deputy Speaker, sir, I beg to move that the Fugitive Economic Offenders Bill 2018 be taken into consideration. I rise to move that the bill to provide for measures to deter fugitive economic offenders from evading the process of law in India by staying outside the jurisdiction of Indian courts to preserve the sanctity of the rule of law in India and for matters connected thereto or incidental thereto be taken into consideration. Deputy Speaker, sir, in the budget 2017-18, the Honorable Finance Minister had announced that the government was considering to introduce legislative changes or probably even a new law to confiscate the assets of absconders who do not submit to the rule of law in India but actually go away abroad leaving the country. There have been many instances of such economic offenders fleeing the jurisdiction of Indian courts, anticipating the commencement or during the pendency of such criminal proceedings. Now, when these economic offenders leave the Indian jurisdiction, it causes several problems. On the one hand, the existing civil and criminal provisions of law are not entirely adequate to deal with the severity of the problem, and on the other hand, there is no effective, expeditious and constitutionally valid deterrent to ensure such people do not run away from the law. This bill, Deputy Speaker, sir, makes provisions after 70 years of independence for a special court where such fugitive economic offenders will be declared as such and against whom an arrest warrant can be issued. They can be brought back to India and they can be tried for the criminal prosecution, whatever offences they have committed in India. Such people who do not submit to the rule of law, all the properties of such people, whether they are proceeds of crime or even otherwise, they can all be confiscated by the government. And so that we do not overburden the courts, we have initially brought it for all such cases where the amount involved is more than 100 crore rupees. This bill also provides attachment of these fugitive economic offenders' property, confiscation and disentitlement of such fugitive economic offenders from defending any civil claims for this property. I believe this is the first time a government has brought in a law to effectively bring back to India such economic fugitives who are evading the process of law, and I do hope the honourable members and this House will support the efforts of this government to bring about not only deterrence but also the highest level of punishment to such economic offenders. In view of the above, I commend this august House to consider and pass this bill.